Hey everyone, welcome back. It is time for another wrestling review. Not a wrestling review per se this week, but more of a recap. We are recapping the G1 tournament that ended last week. With me once again, we have Campo.Reviews, the man who reviews movies, TV shows, everything else in between. You like stuff reviewed, go check out his channel. He reviews dog poop too.
Yep, I do.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
Tum Tum from Three Ninjas.
Thanks.
I'll eat
Oh wow.
anything, but I
Wow.
won't eat dog poop.
There's a reference for you. Well, with me once again, if you have any, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, everything else in between, all that good stuff. So let's get right into it. The G1 tournament, they kept it down to two blocks again this year, which I
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
which I
I
like.
mean, I'm okay with wrestling.
Yeah, especially in New Japan.
It's this. Say what you want, because our next review is CMLL.
No, Triple
Sorry,
A
AAA
WWE, Triple Mania.
Triple Mania. The second. This I think it's the second one this year because they do three, right?
Well, there was a different type. It's not the mainline Triple
Okay,
Mania.
where this is WWE Triple Mania.
No, no,
Let's
this
just go.
is this is the original. This is 33 of the original Triple Mania. The one
Yeah,
we
but there's
reviewed
already one earlier this year. There's three Triple Manias every year.
yeah, something like
So I
that.
think this is the second one or the third one. I don't
I
know.
think
I
it's the
know
third
I
one.
know one already happened. Anyways, we'll get to that. But it's been a pretty solid week of good wrestling. Dynamite
Hmm.
was pretty good.
Yeah,
WWE was decent, blah 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 here there.
yeah. It's
Um
it's always WWE's always better when they're overseas. The SmackDown the other
I
night,
I think so.
yeah,
I think we all
that
think so.
Dublin crowd, yeah.
Um but yeah, I have a question for you. So we're
Hmm.
going to review this regardless. How
Right.
did you watch it?
Which
I'll
one?
tell this G1 tournament. Like what was your approach to watching it? Because I know I said the first year when we started doing these, I
Hmm.
watched the entire thing day by day as it went. Then the second year, I kind of just I did watch all of it the second year, but I did it in like chunks. And then the third year, last year, I don't think either one of us binge watched the entire thing. We kind of
No.
just went and watched like the five really big matches and then watched the playoffs.
Yeah. This
This
that's
year, I think I told you this.
yeah, you binge watched like 20 G1
So
matches in
I
2 days.
I, I watched like the first, let's say 4, maybe 5 days, okay? And then me and my buddy Jeremy in one day. Well,
Watched
I
like
I, I watched three matches outside of it, and then outside of being with him, but then with him
mhm.
we watched. Like I told you that I must have watched like 25 matches in one day, like crazy. Like we binged it hard. Then the next day, I went hard on it again, and I almost watched every single match. I'll be honest with you. I'm
I
sure.
watched not in 2 days, but what I did was I would watch every day, but I'd only watch the G1 matches. So
Yeah,
only
yeah.
the
I didn't
last
watch.
the
I didn't.
I
Yeah,
didn't watch any of the filler matches.
and I think this year's finals was a big letdown as a as
Hmm.
a an, as an event
Yes,
because the rest.
including not taking away from the winner, which we'll get to
No,
eventually,
and I
but
think that match. I'm not talking about the match. I'm just saying the event. It felt
yeah.
really lackluster. Like there was no singles matches on the card. It was all filler matches. The only thing big happened is that Ichiban Meat Boy and Ichiban,
And
uh, or sorry, Ichiban Meat Boy and Oscar Lube came
Oscar
back as
Lube, yeah,
members of the Bullet Club. Which
Club War
good,
Dogs,
good.
yeah.
I like that storytelling.
Hmm.
I'm okay with it.
Because
I think they're
that has nothing to do with
yeah.
the
I think match wise on the finals, like we're gonna talk about everything, but match wise on the finals, I think there was a decent, good amount of storytelling that happened,
hmm
which is rare for Japanese wrestling generally, but especially for New Japan. Um, but yeah, it just that was really lackluster in terms of matches, but storytelling wise, yeah. And I think the whole event, this is one of the first G1 tournaments.
hmm
Let's say post Kenny winning when it was really Bullet Club heavy and there was like all those storylines happening
right.
where there was actual storylines intertwined to
Hmm.
this tournament, which is rare,
Yeah.
super rare.
You have like the Oiwa and Newman feud and Bolton Oleg.
Yeah,
Like they're all in that. They were all in that one group
the
with
Bullet Club
Suji and
and
Yuya.
the stuff that's happening with House of Torture, and then
You had
the
Finley and
the constant
Sonata.
referencing that Lij is over. Um, And in the last couple of days, I thought there was a really fun amount, which is like, this is what I like about wrestling. When you acknowledge things, they talked about
Yeah.
WWE and WWF and WCW and NOAH and AEW and Ring of Honor, and it was TNA. And it was like,
Yeah.
I was really enjoying, I think the commentary from
Hmm.
day one of this tournament until the end is the
Yeah.
best we've seen all year.
And it's surprising, like our Ian Riccofoni there, Walker Stewart,
I
and
know, and no offense to him, I kept calling him Fat Elvis. Fat Elvis is the referee.
yes,
I was confused.
yeah.
But yeah,
But no, they and Charlton, they did a fantastic
oh,
job on
they did a
they,
wonderful job.
yeah. They this tournament alone may put them in contention for
Oh, for
commentators of,
sure. I think this is some of the best commentary we got all week. And I'm not even saying just when we get to
and only
AAA.
because not only that, Noah hasn't really given us our pairing very much this
Yes.
year.
And for people who watch wrestling, like just like me and you that watch wrestling,
Hmm.
there's a certain type of announcing that I want, and this was it. It's what AEW used to do. It's not quite as sporty as Noah is.
But just call the match.
Yeah,
Don't give
yeah.
me
No,
bullshit. Like
and
don't be
exactly,
a
and give me
heel. Don't be
stats,
yeah.
give me this, blah blah blah. And I think like sports wise, like if you're talking about the way it feels from a sporting view,
Unbiased.
Noah still has it
Yeah.
on that.
Unbiased is the word I like to use because there's no, oh, look at that.
But
That's no, they
in the
just call the
AAA
match. Yeah.
event, which when we talk about it, we'll get to. So you guys come to
Hmm.
the AAA, watch
Come
it.
to that one tomorrow.
I think there was far too much pandering to Americans in terms of the way they did. I didn't know, and I don't. I think the announcing actually was really well done that day. It
Yeah.
just
I was surprised that Conan. So on the announce team for the AAA show was Conan, Corey Graves, and
I
JBL.
didn't really like JBL, but he was
But they,
fine.
you know what though? Conan and JBL worked well
Yeah,
together
well,
for
because
some
they had
reason.
some historical context, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, I just think though this one like nailed it because it gave you information, it gave you
Hmm.
stats, it gave
But
made
they didn't hide the fact, yes, they may be our competitors,
yeah, but
but
they
these
just talked
companies
about wrestling.
exist.
Chris Charlton excels in talking about wrestling.
Hmm. And he's got his stats, man.
Yeah, well, that's Chris Samsa on Twitter.
Yeah.
Shout
Oh,
out
is
to
it
Chris
really?
Samsa. Yeah, that's where they get all their stats from.
Oh, okay.
They say it all the time. They're like, shout out to Chris Samsa. Anyways, let's talk about
Yeah.
this.
We have a
Uh,
match of the year candidate.
we have a few, I think.
Yeah. The first one right off the bat, as soon as you watched it, you said Shota versus Takeshita.
Oh my gosh, what a fucking beautiful match. And
Yeah.
Shota,
Where has this Shota been all year?
yeah, I agree.
Shota was fantastic in this tournament.
Okay, Takeshita is the
He's on
best
another
wrestler in the
level.
world.
On another level.
Listen, spoiler alert for the wrestler of the year. There's no way.
Yeah.
Three companies, and you're doing shit like this, and you're
Yeah.
wrestling on the indies, and it's like you're Kenny Omega level quality.
Yeah.
Every single Takeshita match for this whole tournament was good.
Yeah.
And also I would like to say this, every El Phantasmo match was good.
Including the Great O'Con match.
Well, Great O'Con's a good wrestler. We've
Yeah.
come around on him, but I think he got stale recently with
Yeah.
the leaving of Jeff Cobb, which the chanting of "You can't wrestle" to Jeff Cobb drove Twitter wild. I don't know
Yeah.
if you saw that.
No,
That
I
match
didn't.
where the whole WWE crowd was going, "You can't wrestle" to
Meanwhile, Jeff Cobb is like
is
one
one
of
of the best
the
wrestlers,
most
man.
like did they forget
Jeff
like
Cobb is a top 50 wrestler from last year.
yeah, he was. He totally was. Jeff Cobb was a superstar in Lucha Underground.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. Listen, anyways, we're neither here nor there.
A quick question though. Gabe Kidd forfeits from the tournament, but has been participating in AEW.
I told you that. It's because
Yeah.
they're trying to slowly introduce him to the American audience. So on Wednesday night, they all came out. And
Because he's participating. So this is being recorded on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Forbidden Door is going to air tomorrow.
Yeah. So they did a really good job, and I'm not knocking them for it. They did a really good job of introducing everyone from Bullet Club. But what I noticed on Dynamite was they didn't talk about Gabe Kidd because they expect you now to already be familiar with Gabe Kidd because Gabe Kidd is going to switch.
He's going to be another one.
He's going to go to AEW.
Yeah, he is, and this is what I don't understand. Forbidden Door ain't that forbidden this year.
I know. I keep telling people you're saying that it's pretty forbidden, but I understand what you mean by it 100%, and I agree with you.
Like all these superstars are AEW contracted wrestlers now,
and I don't think they got enough big names from the New Japan. I think Yota Tsuji. Listen, This is my opinion, and you can tell me if I'm wrong here. Okay, I'm gonna
Hmm.
say the whole thing, and then you tell me if I'm wrong. Kyle Fletcher should be fighting Yota Tsuji or Oiwa or uh, what's the other guy?
Narita, maybe?
No, with there's Oiwa, Yuya.
Oh,
He should
Yuya.
be fighting Yuya,
One of
Oiwa,
the
or
big, yeah.
Tsuji for that belt. And Takahashi should be fighting a junior guy that's really good. Like, think of all the good guys they have. Hologram, Bandito,
Hmm.
Takahashi versus Bandito. You're telling me that's not a match you want to watch? And I know this match will be good, but I don't want to watch Takahashi versus Kyle Fletcher. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The match will be good, but it's not sexy for me. You know what I mean?
It's not. I want Ozawa versus.
Yeah.
And I had an epiphany, and I said it to my buddy the other day. I go, maybe the reason this Forbidden Door is less forbidden is because we're gonna see a Noah guy show up, because we know that Ozawa dropped the belt to go on an not an excursion but a U.S. World Tour, and it
Yeah,
just
on a
happens
tour,
to
yeah.
be that this is happening now. So
Well, they
maybe
did announce all the matches, so we'll run the card for you guys at the
at
end of the
the end.
show. But let's
Okay,
go
let's
back.
talk about
Let's go
G1.
back to G1. Yeah. But like
Takeshita,
I said,
every match was great. El
yep.
Phantasmo, every
Tasmo, every
match was
match was
great.
great. Who else were some standouts? Caleb Newman, man, he's really
He was really good.
and you weren't and I know you weren't really high on Caleb Newman.
Listen, all those guys were great. Shota was
Hmm.
great, and we've been like weird on Shota, right?
Well, it's
Um,
not that we've been weird on Shota. We like Shota. We want to see Shota succeed. It's just we don't know what's going on
yeah,
with him.
no, you're right. And Yota Tsuji, wow, Yota Tsuji's tournament was great. He's
Yeah.
gonna win next year, by the way.
Yeah.
100% Yota Tsuji's winning next year.
Because he already has like was it not the G1, the other one.
Oh, the global.
Yeah. No,
The
no. The what's the tournament that he won a few years back?
the New Japan Cup,
New Japan Cup. Yeah, yeah.
and he's global champion.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
I,
Evil. Oh my God, did Evil have a fantastic tournament?
what a great tournament. You know what? Shinana guy aside, the
Hmm.
Shinana guy that took place in the other House of Torture guys matches was
Yeah.
nonsensical.
Yeah.
But in his matches, it was so
It was
strictly
methodical.
storytelling.
It was methodical.
There
It
was
was
so
precise.
much storytelling
Yeah.
in that shit. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. It was really really good, and like I said, like Yuya's like Bolton Oleg, like a lot of the young guys are really coming into their own.
Tanahashi had a few good matches.
Yeah. And let's give credit too to Sonata and Taichi for putting some of these younger guys
Oh,
over.
listen, I'm gonna be really hard pressed here. Maybe you can throw a name out there to help,
Hmm.
but I'll be hard pressed to find one wrestler that didn't do well in this tournament match wise. Maybe not wins wise, but match wise, I don't think anybody did a bad job.
No, none,
It might be
none
one
at
of the
all.
most completely good G1 tournaments. Well, we've watched four. So out of the four, it might be the most completely
Yeah,
done, but I still think the Naito Osprey, that semifinals and
yeah,
finals was like really special.
yeah. Whereas this year the tournament was fantastic, but the semifinals and finals were a little
I
lackluster.
mean it's debatable. So
Not lackluster, but
let's
like
do the breakdown of it.
okay. So what ended up happening was in Block A, Evil ends up winning. And then Finley, Suji, Uemura, and Bolton Oleg all finished second with 10 points. But due to wins over each other,
Yeah.
what ends up happening is Suji ends up getting the semifinal spot. And then in the B block, Zack Sabre Jr. ends up winning B block
Yeah.
with
Which makes
Shota,
sense because of what they had to do with the
mhm,
belt.
with Shota and Takeshita finishing in second, tied for 12 points. So they get the semifinal
Okay, so
spots.
what's the first not this is not semifinals, this is
The
quarterfinals.
playoffs, the playoffs, yeah,
Yeah,
the
what's the first
playoffs.
playoffs?
So you got Umino versus Yota Tsuji, and oh my God, was this a great match?
What a match. What a maybe like listen,
This has been Umino's best match.
Takeshita fought Shota in the actual tournament.
Sorry, who
Did
did?
Takeshita fight Shota in the actual block?
Yes, in the block.
Yeah, and that's a match of the year contender right
Candidate.
there.
Yeah,
Um, Yota Tsuji versus Shota was a
another
fucking
banger.
wow.
Yeah, and then
Okay,
you
and
had,
then on
and
the
then
other
the other
side,
playoffs, you had Finley versus Takeshita,
which
which
was
was
actually really good. It might be
yeah,
my favorite Mike
David
Finley.
Finley match.
It might be
Yeah,
my favorite David Finley match I've ever watched.
yeah.
And I'm not just saying that. It wasn't a Takeshita carry. He
No,
came through with so much in
they
ring
both. Yeah,
storytelling.
They both had great in-ring storytelling. I
I
remember
wasn't
right.
ex when we saw the finals break out to what it was. There was a lot of speculation of what did we think. Like things were
Yeah,
all up in
because
the air.
we were speculating that it's going to be whoever wins. I put down whoever wins between Shooter and Suji will win the G1, and you said calling double Shenanigan.
Double Shenanigan.
Yeah,
And I did get double Shenanigan, so
yeah, and I
congrats.
was really thinking we'd get Takeshita and Suji in the final,
Yeah, but I'm
but
okay with what we got. So the next match was Evil versus Suji,
Suji,
which was a really good match. Like
yeah,
excellent
and he won by knockout.
by
Like take,
knockout. And it was really well done.
yeah,
There was a lot of shenanigans, but it was like the right way. They're doing it the right way. It's not overbooked. It was just
yeah,
shenanigan.
yeah, and it's basically better than the Bloodline at its peak.
Oh, I don't know. Bloodline at its peak was pretty good, and
Yeah,
I'm not that guy, and you know I'm saying that.
yeah.
Um, but I think it was well done shenanigan, and I think if you watch WWE right now, like their weekly show, it's like every no matches end. Any match between two big name wrestlers has interference. The
Hmm.
only matches that end are either high flyer, like low card matches, or
Hmm.
squash matches. Anything between two big names gets no decision.
Yeah.
And I think that's way overbooking him. And there's so much shit talking from them about blah blah blah, this and that group of people. And it's like you're doing everything that you didn't like.
Yeah. Now, yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
what was the other side? We talked about Suji Finley.
Takeshita
Oh
and
yeah.
Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh my gosh, this was a really good match.
Yeah. When
Not the
you
best match.
no,
I think.
when you give Zack Sabre Jr. the right opponent, someone as great as
Wait, was Takeshita versus ELP in the round robin?
yes.
That was a fucking banger. That was the
Yeah.
first day, right? That was day one, I think.
That was day one, yeah.
Anyways, yeah, this match was really good, and I didn't think they would flow really good, but Takeshita's just so good, and Zack Sabre Jr. understands stuff.
Yeah. And then so in the finals, we have Evil versus Takeshita.
Yeah, and when
And
what was your thought process when this happened?
I honestly thought they were going to give it to Evil.
I thought so too, and I think we all thought that because Shenanigan. But I was like, I'm praying that they
But
make the right decision here.
yeah, but you know what though? Even if they did give it to Evil, I wouldn't have been upset with that.
I wouldn't have been based on the situation that we're in.
Right.
Understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
But I do think that to rob Takeshita now would make no sense because there's no
No.
guarantee we're ever getting Takeshita again back in the G1, right? We don't know what's gonna happen with him. Um, but dude, this is the best Evil match I ever watched. Actually,
Yeah.
maybe Evil versus Naito was pretty good, for the Intercontinental belt,
Hmm.
or was it for the double belt? It was,
It was
right?
for the double belt way back in the day.
When
Yeah.
when he left Lij.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, this wow, a really good match.
Yeah.
Evil did some really good in ring work. Takeshita's a monster. He sold like
Yeah.
crazy. It was so
Even
good.
he overcame all the shenanigan.
And at the end, he cried.
Really building up Takeshita now as a baby face. I think he's leaving the Callis family.
I said that. I think so too.
Yeah.
And I think he's gonna fight. He's gonna go into a feud with heel Okada because Okada's
Hmm.
gonna be the Japanese guy now in that group, and he's gonna beat Okada for that belt.
Yeah. Yeah. They're gonna slowly push
Yeah.
Takeshita out and Okada
And
in. Yeah.
Takeshita is also gonna win the Ring of Honor belt soon. Um, but yeah, man,
Yeah.
he's such a talent. Like it's
Yeah.
something we've never seen since the Kenny days of Kenny.
Yeah.
Suji's really good too. Yuya's really good. Wait,
Like
was really
this
good.
whole tournament, the tournament as a
To
whole
be
has
a
been
wrestling
fantastic.
fan right now, just enjoy it. Like
Yeah.
stop being a one team phony. Like I don't understand that
Yeah.
bullshit.
Like our best friend who was upset that we moose bash.
Yeah, well, okay. So someone posted a thing on Twitter and I got into a really deep conversation. It wasn't even that heated. It was just like a conversation that went for a bit with a group of people where there was like three guys on my side and like five guys on the other side. Someone posted a picture and it had John Cena, Hulk Hogan, and Stone Cold and Cody Rhodes. And it said, pick one to go. And I said, well, his cultural impact on the sport is the lowest. So Cody Rhodes, right? And you know me,
Yeah.
I'm actually a Cody fan. So my argument when we started actually arguing, like I got hateful comments,
Yeah.
but
Of course you did.
my response was, I'm actually a Cody fan, and you know I am. Maybe not so much recently. I feel like he's got stale, but
Yeah.
I was a Cody fan, and you guys all hated him.
Yeah.
And like, oh, he beat a guy who had the belt for 4.5 years. How's that not impactful? Because it's kayfabe. He didn't beat
Beat
anybody.
him. Yeah.
What culture impact did he have? Bullet Club was already Bullet Club. I think AEW happens without Cody
He,
Rhodes.
I honestly think he lost all his momentum in that first WrestleMania loss.
Yeah, and it's
And
nothing
that
to do with
buildup,
him. It's nothing
and
to
the
do with
buildup was weak. It's the booking.
cultural
It's the
impact.
booking.
The three biggest selling people that you can think of, they're not naming The Rock. There's obviously big people, right?
Yeah.
Hogan, okay, what he did for the company. I hate John Cena, what he did for the company. Stone Cold, what he did for the company, what he did
Like
for that era of wrestling. What did
that's
Cody Rhodes
exactly it.
do?
It's
Cody Rhodes is not the best wrestler. He's not the best talker. He's not the best character, and he's not the biggest seller in his own company. Where
no,
you're complaining that he should be.
a guy
You're
who's
telling me I
not
should erase Stone Cold to put in.
a guy who's not even with the company anymore is still outselling Cody merch and
Who
carrying
do I
cross.
hate? Who do I hate? John
Carrying cross.
Cena.
And John Cena, yeah.
You're not comparing merch sales of John Cena and what he did for the industry as a whole
Especially
to
during such
Cody
a dark,
Rhodes.
especially during such a low point in wrestling in the early
Yeah, like
2000s.
I'm
Each of the guys you mentioned were a face of the generation. You had Hulk
well, The
Hogan leading
Rock,
that. Well, I mean, yes, it was
Macho Man, but yeah, I get what you're saying. I understand. They're the face of a generation. Absolutely,
right. And Stone Cold Steve
absolutely.
Austin, even though there were so many great talents during that Attitude Era, who really stood out? That feud versus Austin and McMahon was like one of the greatest of all time.
Austin's legacy precedes him, and it will forever because he was actually a piece of shit person.
Yeah.
But
And I'll be honest with you, Cody Rhodes in ring is better than Austin.
not peak Austin,
Okay.
not pre surgery Austin.
Okay, no.
Pre surgery Austin when he first came to the WWE when he was like
The Ringmaster.
the ringmaster, and then when he first became Stone Cold before the neck injury from Owen Hart,
Uh,
and then his stuff as Stunning Steve in WCW.
WCW, yeah.
He
He
was
was
a
really
really good wrestler. Like, and it's like
Yeah,
there's
okay.
there's two guys that I hold on a pedestal that most people don't, and it's from that specific era. It's Dustin Rhodes and Stone Cold because they were really good. Stone Cold could
Yeah.
give you a technical wrestling match.
Yeah.
Stone Cold from WCW at the height,
Hollywood Blondes, yeah.
right when he left WCW versus peak Bret Hart would have been, and they already had a fucking
Yeah.
all timer match.
Yeah.
But that match when
And
Stone
then
Cold
and then
could
he
get
leaves
technical,
WCW, meets Paul Heyman, and then all of a sudden learns how to speak.
and hey,
Not
but
learns how
listen,
to speak, but like learns how to cut a good
Takeshita
promo.
Takeshita
Yeah.
won this tournament and he
Hmm.
cried and it was emotional and I love it. Japanese
I
wrestling is
think
where it all is.
feel good moment of the year.
Yeah, 100,000 bazillion %.
Yeah.
And
I think it has to be.
I'm so happy. Like this is my favorite wrestler right now. I've
Hmm.
been saying that for a long
There's
time.
no doubt like
Him
he's
and Ozawa are really close for me. I really want to see Ozawa versus Takeshita, please.
but
Like
the only thing I got to give Takeshita over Ozawa is we've seen more out of Takeshita this year.
I don't know. I This is Ozawa's year,
Yeah.
but I think Takeshita is just the greatest wrestler in the world right now. So I'm
Yeah.
not taking away from Ozawa. This is Ozawa's year. This Ozawa did everything this year. This
Yeah.
whole thing is this year. And I heard his match against he fought that young guy that's in their group.
Oh, I forgot his name.
I'm gonna look it up. Anyways, talk while I look up.
But yeah, like I mean, all in all, this tournament, it was, and we don't base our year end pay-per-view of the year and your year end score on this, but what I think I would give this tournament is all around. This was a solid tournament. I give this tournament an 8.5.
Awada-san.
Watasan, yeah. I
Yeah,
give this
and I heard
tournament
that
an
match
eight
was
and a
great.
half.
I agree with you. I'll give it an 8.5 too.
Yeah, I think this tournament, it was a great all-round tournament.
I think you'll struggle to find a bad match. Even the Tanahashi matches were good.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So guys, if you watched the G1, let us know what was some of your favorite matches. Who were some of the highlights? Who were some of the standouts? Do you think it was the right call in letting Yota Tsuji win? Let us know down in the comments below. And tune in tomorrow because tomorrow Campo and I will have our review of Triple Mania 33. So make sure you tune in for that. It features not one, but two puppets. Two. So tune in tomorrow for that. So with that out of the way, in the words of Kenny Omega, goodbye and good night.